It sounds like the combination of therapy and medication changed your baseline from defaulting to depression
Mhm.
and gave you a baseline of neutrality. What has been your experience, if you feel comfortable
Yeah.
talking about medication? Like some people have to go through a trial and error of
Mhm.
trying different ones. Was it that you found one off the bat that worked well for you?
So I went to my general practitioner first, like just general family medicine. And they started me on a medication. And a lot of people do have to go through trial and error. I went through trial and success. The first
Oh,
medication really did work for me, but the effects started to wear off a little bit. I think because I was on a lower dose. And I am actually thankful that my GP was somebody who recognized like it wasn't their specialty. And so they did refer me to a psychiatrist. So I went to the psychiatrist and they just put me on a higher dose of what had worked. And there's been a little bit of trial and error with, becoming accustomed to medication, but I did pretty immediately feel the positive effects of them, that even with like one or two that had side effects, I knew that it was really helpful to have them overall and didn't dissuade me.
and kudos to your GP, as you said, for recognizing that referring you to a psychiatrist would probably be the most helpful thing. And also kudos to them for their willingness to try something for
Yeah.
you as a prescription. Was that an anti-anxiety, antidepressant medication?
It was an antidepressant. I'm still on it to this day, and it's still helpful. And I know there's a lot of stigma as being on medication for mental health or even admitting there's mental health problems. And so I know it's not as accessible to everybody. But for me personally, that was the biggest help I've had. And if people are on the fence about not wanting to have to rely on medication, that's what I hear a lot from like friends who have gone through this struggle too, is like they don't want to have to rely on something. And for me, I don't look at it that way of like, oh, I have to take this every day to be okay. Really, I know it allows me to be my best self. It allows me to appreciate everything a lot better because I'm not like a depressive baseline. I know how much harder it is to be at that baseline and do the same thing I'm doing now than to be at a better baseline because of medication, that I'm honestly just so much happier in life because of it. So I don't look at it as a negative of having to be on medication. I'm thankful I have the opportunity to, because it's really opened myself up to a better life.